Alright, so King, this video is for you. Alright, this video is for you. And to anybody that ever thought about playing point guard, especially if you want to play in a team scenario, these are the things you need to know. So I'm gonna go over this. I'm gonna try not to make it too long, but just listen up, and this will make you better. Now, here's the thing. Before I jump into this, this is something I have developed over like 5 2Ks. I'm trying to cram that all into one video. You're not gonna get it overnight. Alright, you're not gonna get it until you get the trial and error. And even once you get it down packed, it's still gonna be some games where it's just hard. Like, I don't win every game, I win majority. Alright, this is how you win majority. You know, no point guard's ever gonna win every game, but follow these things and you'll be alright. So when you're bringing the ball up the court, right, do not sprint up the court. Especially if you got like a hounding lockdown, do not try to sprint down the court. Alright? It's just not good. It's not gonna work. If you try to sprint and the guy's in front of you, you're gonna get walled up. He's gonna be able to reach on you, all type of stuff. They don't let me reach. But you know, you're gonna turn the ball over that way. Instead, what I need you to do is just casually kind of bring the ball up the court. The reason why you do that, you have to allow your guys to set up the 5 out. You cannot do anything if your guys are not set. So when you come down, just kind of walk it up the court. Alright? When you get down the court, you got 3 spots. You got the right, you got the middle, and you got the left. Alright? If you want a particular side, just let them know, hey, I'm going to be on the left, I'm going to be on the right, I'm going to be in the middle. Other than that, you allow your teammates to get down the court. Now, you mainly want to be in the middle. Alright, especially if a team is playing 2-3 or something, you want to be in the middle. So a lock is here and then a lock is on this side. You want to be in the middle. The reason being, you can pass it to the left, to this wing. You know, it should be a shooter here, right in front of that hash mark, ready to shoot. And there should also be one on the other side, ready to shoot. From there, you also can call backdoor cuts, or you can simply try to attack down the middle. Alright, but more than likely, you're going to have a lockdown on you who's going to try to press you the whole way. I'm going to show you how to beat everything, no matter what. So, of course, we got our famous play, ace. So, we're going to start off here at the left. Let's say you got somebody who's playing ultra aggressive. You simply pass it to the middle, cut back down, and you have an open bucket. You do not have to use a lot of dribble moves. Alright? Also, if you're going to ISO, right? This is the same thing in the park. If you're going to ISO, I don't care what combination you come up with, try to beat the defender around to the bucket. Alright? Do not, I'm telling you, unless it's just wide open, do not try to go through him to get to the bucket. Alright? Going to the middle is a recipe for disaster. I'm going to just put it like that. It's bad. There's a reason why when we play defense, I tell y'all to force everything to the middle. One, going to the middle allows all 5 defenders to engage towards you. If you beat them around to the side, though, only one other person can engage with you, and that's that left corner. Same thing, if you're on the right side, alright, you want to try to beat him this way. Because if you beat him there, the only person that can engage with you is that right corner. Now, the thing is, once you beat somebody off the dribble, you should be able to take it all the way for a dunk. Right? But teams are smart. They play defense. So, you have to be just as good passing the ball. So, when you beat here, if the help defender from the corner cuts you off, right? You kick the ball to the corner and you cut in front of them. It's still ace. And from there, you get an easy bucket. All right, you don't have to try to force yourself to dribble through or none of that. All right, also, if you beat him around, you didn't beat him that time. All right, it's cool. But if you beat him around and the defender from the middle drop, well then you should have a wide open man who should be kind of a little bit off center, who should slide into the gap ready to shoot. So when you beat them and you catch them pinching that heavy, this is going to be wide open. All right, now whether you make it or miss it, it is what it is. As long as you get a good shot, that's what I'm looking for. All right, so remember, when you ISO, you want to try to beat them around. The only time you're going to beat him straight down the middle is if it's clean. Like, you're able to get through both defenders with nobody coming to rotate. Well, other than that, you want to try to beat them around, use ace, and then the last thing you need to go over, it's just icon passing. It's something you're going to have to work on. Like I said, it took me like 5 2Ks to get this stuff down. But know your icons, know your personnel. No matter who it is, if you catch them in 2-3, I'm telling you, you have an open shot. The wings have an open shot. And also another thing, because it's you, when you bring the ball down the court, you have to think score first. So your first thought has to be to get to the basket and score, or step back, pull a 3 and score. All right, because you can shoot, use shooting as an option. So if you ISO, especially if you beat them kind of in, you can back up, knock down a shot. And make sure everybody's set in place in the 5 out before you do so. And then the last thing I'm going to hit on is just the freeze. So when you bring the ball down the court, you have to come down and freeze. It doesn't have to be a move or anything. You have to come down, freeze, and then go. You cannot come down the court and just try to go right through somebody. That's not going to work. Teams will pinch you. All right? You have to come down, freeze, then go. You freeze for a number of reasons. You freeze to see what the defense do. A lot of times if you come down, freeze, the defender's going to come up and then they're going to come back over. At the point they come up and come back over, that's where you should be right around. All right, it doesn't require any dribble moves. All right, now if you want to throw some dribble moves in there, that's fine, but don't get caught over dribbling and miss your chance to attack. Efficient scoring is what you have to be about. Highly efficient. All right, and then you have to know when the help is coming, but you're not going to know that until you play more at the point guard position. So remember, come down. When you come down, you got 3 spots. You got the middle, you got the left, and you got the right. From there, when you come down, hesitate, freeze, and then go. All right, it just gives you a chance to work the defense, see what they're doing. If they're in 2-3, you got some options. So especially if they way out here and you got the center in front of you, you got a wide open jump shot. You're going to have this wing open. And if he's playing like in the passing lane, like you kind of see right here, like you feel like if you pass it, he can steal it, you tell him to go back door. When this guy goes back door, right, you either pass it to him for an easy dunk, or they're both going to commit to the middle and you got the corner wide open. So no matter what you do, you have to get used to walking the ball up the court. Don't sprint. The only time you sprint is if like they press and this guy's behind you. Now you can sprint. It's the only time you sprint. Alright? Other than that, you cannot sprint. A lot of times I have them pass the ball to somebody else. let's say you come down with me, you're on the right side, they pass the ball to you, and my defender's like pressing me like this. A lot of times I have them pass it to you, and I'll run around, and because now I'm in front, now I can sprint. So you just sprint down the court and run the offense. So when you sprint, unless it's wide open, you still gotta sprint, freeze, then go. But that's all the tips I got for you. Any other questions, just hit me up in the group chat.